and welcome to this video where I show you my completed coloring book pages from June 2025. If you're new to this channel, hi, my name is Ina. If not, welcome back. In total, I completed 8 pages in June. Let's start with the first one. The first page is from the book Meine Reise durch Asien by Rita Berman. I colored this page with Japanese sweets. For this, I used my Ecoline brush markers as a base, applying them onto a smooth surface and then using a damp brush to transfer the color. Afterwards, I went over it with a mix of Castle Arts Harmonious and Soft Touch pencils. Finally, I used gel pens for the highlights. This was my first page in Meine Reise durch Asien by Rita Berman, even though I've had the book for a long time. The page was part of my 25 pages in 2025 list, under the prompt A Page with a Sweet Treat. If you'd like to know how I approach pages like this one and the next double page spread, which have many different objects, check out my How to Color a Page with Many Things Harmoniously video. The next 2 pages are a double page spread from Ivy and the Inky Butterfly by Johanna Basford. For this double page spread, I used Castle Arts Soft Touch and Harmonious pencils, as well as the Castle Arts metallic pencils. For the background, I used my no-name soft pastels, and for the highlights, among others, the white jelly roll pen from Sakura. The 4th page is from the book Mystic Animals by Stratton Peterson, specifically the page with the snake. Where it is here. In my June plans video, I mentioned that the snake looked mostly like a yellow anaconda to me. At the beginning of the year, I spent a long time trying to figure out what type of snake it was, looking at many snake images, but I couldn't find one that matches. The yellow anaconda was the closest. However, when I started this page, I compared the images again, and it's not a yellow anaconda. This snake has that crescent-shaped pattern I had been searching for. I wanted to know exactly what kind of snake it was, and since all illustrations in this book are realistic, I was sure Stratton Peterson didn't just add that pattern randomly. So I searched again and finally found the correct snake. It's a rainbow anaconda. It's named for its iridescent scales that shimmer like a rainbow in sunlight. Then the question arose, what's in the background? The boa doesn't lay eggs, and the eggs of the death-head hawk moth are small and round. Since the snake also eats birds, it's likely the egg belonged to one of its prey. The snake isn't very large compared to the egg, moth and flower, so it's probably a young one. These are orange to copper red, while older snakes are more brownish. I didn't plan to focus so much on the snake, but I prefer to color realistic illustrations accurately. Plus, I enjoy delving deeply into a subject like this sometimes. Researching which bird species lay such speckled eggs was too time-consuming, so I colored the egg bluish to create a nice contrast with the snake. For the egg, I used Castle Art's Harmonious pencils and soft touch pencils for the rest. For the white highlights, I used the Sakura Jelly Roll pen. That was Mystic Animals by Stratton Peterson. The fifth page is from the book Seasons by Hanna Karlzon. My first page from this book and from Hanna Karlzon in general. It's this page with the bee. I colored the background with Jackson watercolor crayons, which you can see in this video. For the main motif, I used a mix of Castle Art Soft Touch and Harmonious pencils, adding details with gel pens and acrylic markers. You can see the process in this video. For the wings, I used metallic watercolors. I finished this page during the day for the video since I wanted to edit it. In the evening, I didn't feel like starting another large, complex page. So I chose something light and quick to color. I picked a page from the Disney Princess coloring book and completed it the same evening. It's this page with Belle from Beauty and the Beast. To make sure the ladder didn't seem to stand in mid-air, I painted a house wall with watercolors in the background and added a stone ledge to make the transition where the watercolor bleeded together. I colored Belle with no-name colored pencils. The seventh page is from Lost Ocean by Johanna Basford. I colored the first actual page in this book. This one. I used Castle Art Soft Touch pencils and used this color palette. Normally I avoid coloring backgrounds with colored pencils because it takes forever. But since there were so many small details, I didn't want to use a brush-based medium, like Jackson watercolor crayons, watercolors or watercolor pencils. I also decided against soft pastels because I wanted a dark background and my soft pastels aren't dark enough. So I used colored pencils, and although it felt like it took forever, I'm very satisfied with the result. I'm specifically pleased with the lighter shading around the air bubbles. This page was also part of my 25 pages in 2025 list, under the prompt, a page with a circular motif. That was Lost Ocean by Johanna Basford. The last completed page is also my first from Enchanted Earth by Melpomene Panagiotou. I colored this wooden mixing palette. I used Castle Arts gold pencils and Castle Arts watercolor pencils for the background. I added many small dots with gel pens and used a Höhenart acrylic marker for grass blades. I expected the page in Melpomene's book to take a long time, but I was surprised at how quickly I finished this one. That was Enchanted Earth by Melpomene Panagiotou. To wrap up, I'd like to show you two whips. One is a page from Twilight Garden by Maria Trolle. This one with the bicycle. The second whip is the next double page spread in Ivy and the Inky Butterfly by Johanna Basford. Specifically this one, Ivy's grandfather's study. I hope you enjoyed my video. Happy coloring! Bye!